Welcome to PACCAR Portraits, where we share some time with people right across Australia. In particular, those that have chosen Kenworth and DAF trucks to be a driving force in their business. In this snapshot, we are pleased to introduce you to a PACCAR customer story.
I'm Andrew Arnold, work for Arnold's in Smithton in Tasmania. We're a fuel distributor, primarily work in a rural area, servicing local farms. My father has been in business for 40 plus years, and in the last 10 years I took over from my father. This is my older one, and the second one is a 510, a CF85, just looks the same as this one. So far I've had a fantastic run from the truck. Looking at the specs, tear weight was good. Looked at other operators who were using them. They seem to have a reliable run out of them. I guess through CJD, after talking to them and looking at spare parts in stock, looking for a Tasmanian-based dealer to source the truck from, I was content at least to give DAF a go. And certainly so far, 2 years on, I haven't been at all disappointed. Certainly because I've got two other young drivers that work with me, trying to find a truck that was safe was high on my priority list. Traction control, to me initially, may have been a bit of a gimmicky thing, but watching traction control work in different spots, it certainly has created a much safer truck. Often you don't realise there's wheel slip until you feel the truck depower, and you look down and you can see the traction control light flashing on, and you just know little bits and pieces, and the truck is working for you. It's making a much safer environment for both ourselves and the road users. A lot of our work is tight farm work. That's probably our core work still. The truck has to be quite manoeuvrable. It has to be able to get in and out of spots, and vision is a big thing. Our secondary part of the work is a bit more long distance stuff, and we find the DAF is a flexible truck to be able to do both tasks quite well. I like the horsepower rating. The fuel economy is quite good. In this sort of work we're getting nearly 2.5 kilometres to the litre, and from that I'm pretty content. I guess the other thing for me is a little bit aesthetics, trying to present well as a public image, both on an environmental front and just even perception from the people. So clean and quiet trucks is certainly something that I've aimed for over here. Honestly, I'm very content with a 460. I like the balance that it is, the 12-speed and the 460 seem to mate well for the work that we do. But again, through CJD, they had an evaluation truck that was up for sale and offered it to us. It was very similar to the original spec I was looking at, and so was certainly interested in giving it a try. To drive the trucks physically, to look at them, they're much the same. Seating position is obviously all the same, but there are different attributes to the trucks when you drive them. Different gearing shows up in different spots. The 510 is marginally better on fuel, and just the gearing between this one has a ZF 12-speed and the other one the 16-speed. And there are just notable differences when you drive the two. Close-air ratios at times help the 510 better. The layout of a two-step cab to get into actually suits the stop-start work really well. I've had a couple of trucks with 3 entry steps, and it always seems a little bit odd, but we probably get in and out maybe 30 or 40 times a day. A lot of our work is very close, where we're doing probably 4 to 5 customers every hour, and so on solid farm work, the in and out, it doesn't tire you. It's a great layout, the low cab. It does a lot of things very well. If I was to want to jump in a truck and do 700 or 800 kilometres, I'd run for a DAF. Very, very comfortable truck and quiet. And the flexibility of doing this style work, it does it again extremely well. So I've loved the flexibility of the DAF. One of the attributes for me with the PACCAR, the MX-13 engine, is it's a low revving. It's a great torque revving engine, and a lot of our work is running outside of top gear in short little bursts, and it's a nice engine. It gives us good fuel economy, so often pushing around 2.5 on open road work, and even on these tighter works we're doing 2.4, 2.3. So for that I'm very happy on.